Last year, our globe experienced record heat.
ABC 24's meteorologist Corey Smith tells us about the newest trends as we start 2024.
Here at ABC 24, we like to talk about the weather locally, but it's also important to talk about trends that we're seeing globally and how they can impact us here in the Mid-South. Over the last couple of weeks, agencies from Europe and in the United States, including NASA and NOAA, have come out to say that 2023 is our warmest year that we've seen in the modern record. You can see here on this map these darker shades of red, and that's where we actually saw the record warmest temperatures ever recorded on this portion of the earth. Here in Memphis, we weren't far off actually. We recorded our fourth hottest year on record, so some serious heat. And we can see that in the trend really over the last 10 years. This graph shows temperatures over the last decade, and it turns out these end up being the 10 warmest years in the modern record. 2023 actually saw a marked increase with an average 2.21 degrees above where we should be. So we're seeing this trend start to really increase as we go further on. And if we take a look further back, we go off of temperatures from 1850, but you can actually see about 2,000 years back. We use things like ice cores and tree rings to at least infer what those temperatures used to be like way back then, but notice this very large spike as you get towards the modern age. And these are those warming temperatures that we've really been talking about, especially recently as we continue to see that increase. Now, of course, you might be like, Corey, it was absolutely frigid this morning, and you would be correct. Wednesday morning, we had low temperatures in Bolivar of -11, -9 in Corinth, and 2 degrees in Memphis. But these colder temperatures are a little bit harder to come by in our winter months. And you can see that through products like the Climate Shift Index. This is from our partners at Climate Central. And this gray shade over the Mid-South shows us that given current climate trends, these cold temperatures are 2 times less likely to occur. Now, what kind of climate trends are we talking about? Well, you can see here in Memphis, over our winters since 1970, we've seen an increase in the average temperature of about 4 degrees. So our winters are warming pretty quickly over the last couple of decades. In fact, 2023 featured our second warmest winter on record here in Memphis. So as we look forward, there's a couple of takeaways from all of this. And the first is that we're going to continue to see more intense weather patterns across the United States going into the future. It looks like these changes in our temperatures are going to have an impact on that. The warming trend across the globe is going to continue, and you can see that in the NOAA prediction that was just put out. 2024 is likely to be within the top 5 warmest years. In fact, they put that within a chance of 99%. From the studio, I'm ABC 24 meteorologist Corey Smith.